Hi.
Hi.
You brought coffee.
I did.
Thanks, husband. Good morning, everybody, and Merry Vlogmas. We are back. Alex has just bought coffee because he is the best husband in the entire world. Today is a little bit of house tidying, unpacking gifts, organizing, but I figured we'll do a little bit of like what I'm up to today and a little bit of, honestly, I think some advice about Christmas, because as I was editing my last video, I realized there were a lot of things that we did for Christmas and that I love about Christmas that can make it a little bit more minimalistic. And I think also talking about gifts for minimalists and gifts that I give is probably a good idea. So this vlog is going to be all about, you know, stuff I'm up to once I'm caffeinated. This will all make much more sense. So without further ado, let's get to it. All right, as always, coffee first. So far I have tidied this space, this beautiful lounge space. Look how tidy, ooh, tidy. What I have not gotten to yet is here or here. Also the kitchen's only kind of half done, so I'll get to that too. So one of the things I decided to do is, you can listen to that with sound, that's fine. Oh, it may get demonetized. Do you want some headphones?
I've got some.
Nice. Thank you, husband, for always being so supportive of me while I'm filming. So while it is still the Christmas season, what I've decided to do is put a lot of our gifts like on display under our tree. A lot of things that haven't yet found a home, but I honestly haven't really given it much thought yet, because I think it's nice to be able to display like, here's what we got, isn't that nice? So to kind of keep in the Christmas cheer and the holiday season for a little bit longer. So this way we kind of keep the presents under the tree feel. It's got a couple of mine, a couple of Alex's. There are of course the things that will not stay here, like that puzzle over there and the Gundam that Alex is currently building. Just showing them your Gundam.
Oh, cool.
This is how far it is so far. Here is one that has been built previously. Because we're nerdy people.
Big time.
I also just saw something in the house that I'm not sure if you guys have seen before, but I really love them. These are some little robots that Alex drew in like a sketch pad or multiple sketch pads one day. And I think they're so cute, so I tried to like put them on the wall. This is once again the kind of high quality vlogging that you get when I'm not yet caffeinated, so welcome. I've decided I'm going to kill a bunch of birds with some stones. Sounds a bit morbid, but you know what I mean. I'm going to organize this laundry at the same time as I'm going to talk about gifts. Multitasking. As a minimalist person, oh, speaking of gifting, this was one of my gifts. So as someone who describes herself as a minimalist, gifting season becomes a bit difficult. One of the most common things with gifting is that people love to show care through the giving of things. And that's kind of a common like holiday spirit situation. Is like, I care for you this much, therefore I've given you this much stuff. But as a minimalist, collecting stuff, not my favorite. Here's a couple of things that my family do that I think is actually great. So one of those is to do Secret Santa drawers. So this way, it's not one person gives 80 million gifts. It's one person gives one gift. And that way, you kind of minimize the amount of stuff that's in your collection. So really for adults in my life, apart from Alex excluded, I probably give 3 gifts. One for my immediate family drawer, so that's my sisters and my parents. And then the other one is our Devereaux family drawer, which is all of my extended family. So that's the one that I got the pretty cheese board in. So what we do for that one instead is we all contribute a gift. This year the theme was make, bake, or fake. I would also love to point out, that was not my idea. That was my family's idea, and I love that. Coffee. The exception to this rule, of course, is my nieces and nephews. If you're a kid at Christmas, however, everyone is happy to give you a gift. My dog is very keen to be involved, as always. Also, as always, talking and working seems to be taking a lot longer, so I'm going to stick to this and I'll regroup. better. Alright, now that that's done, one job checked off the list, let's talk about gifts I like to give. Obviously, as a minimalist, the amount of gifts that I give, I like to keep to a minimum. So that covers that in Secret Santa. The other thing is the types of gifts that I like to give, because I don't want to gift someone something that's going to clutter their house, because I'm against that. Despite what you can see behind me, this is usually a lot more tidy when there isn't trees and Christmas decorations in the way. Things I like to give as gifts as a minimalist commonly are things like experiences. I will buy you tickets to a film. I will buy you a ceramics class like I did with my mum this year. I will try and give as many memories things as I can rather than physical items. Classically, the phone fell again, but upside, this is much better framing. I like that you can see Alex in the background just doing his work. So things I like to give: 1, experiences. 2, consumables. Consumables are great. These are edible things, things that you will run out of, things that you will use. So these are things like gift baskets full of treats and yummy things. Also in this category fits things like soaps and bath bombs and candles. The third thing that I like to get people is handmade stuff. So this is something I'm a massive advocate of because, I mean, I'm an artist at the end of the day. I do circus art, so supporting arts is really important to me. And I really like the idea that if I'm going to give something that isn't consumable, that isn't an experience, that it is something memorable, that it is something unique. The stuff that you're not just going to go into any old shop and find. While I'm drying these, it's probably a good point to also mention that the last thing I really like gifting are reusables. So things like keep cups, things like reusable shopping bags, things like, yes, Kevin. My dog, as always, wants to ruin the shop. Don't you, mate? All right, let's get back to cleaning. Hi, buddy. The last thing that I like to give people, reusables. Stainless steel pegs. It is reusable shopping bags, keep cups, mugs, stuff that someone may not use for themselves, but once they have them, they will continue to reuse. Someone needed pets. Didn't you? You need pets to live. The last thing that I kind of wanted to talk about in gifting is if you have a minimalist in your life, how the hell do you buy for them? So in order to do that, I'm going to annoy this handsome man. Hello, husband.
Hi.
Okay, shopping for a minimalist,
Yes.
doing Christmas gifts.
Yes.
What are things that you take into consideration?
Well, I'm going to be covering this in an upcoming video.
Ooh, another video.
Ooh. One of the things I got Lara is I was going to do...
This is actually the best. I just want to put this insert in here. This was my favorite gift that I've received this year.
So yeah, I'm going to be putting together some videos from my perspective for Lara's channel to help those of you who have partners or are partners of minimalists to try and get a better understanding of what that's like and the, I don't want to say impact, but the way that affects the people around you.
I would also really like to point out, I had no hand in that. Alex kind of noticed that I was getting really stressed and concerned that I hadn't posted for you in a while. And then he came to me a couple of days before my birthday and was like, hey, can I just give you one of your gifts early? I just think you'll really need it right now because I was in a bit of a wallow. And it was a little video of him on his phone doing an intro for my channel, which is the sweetest thing. Okay, back to Alex.
I got Lara a tracksuit outfit that I know that she would really like and would get a lot of use out of. Wasn't just frivolous, here are some clothes that I think you would like. It was very much like this sort of goes with everything and you can use it in a bunch of different ways and it sort of suits her capsule wardrobe.
Nice.
And then the other thing was the acupressure mat. Again, something that Lara could use. I know it would get a lot of use and be very helpful for her day to day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So all in all, I think the takeaways from this handsome, wonderful man here is to really think about the person that you're gifting to. Because he noticed things like my body dysmorphia was being dumb. So he got me something he knew that I would feel super confident in. I'd been getting really uncomfortable and stressed and like my body was really tight and I was always trying to like crack and crunch my muscles. So he got me this acupressure mat thing, which is dope. What was the other thing? There was another thing, wasn't it?
Oh, I got you the desk buddy.
Come here. Oh, guys, you're not ready. Okay, I'm not. There's another thing.
And the
No.
book.
There's another thing. Shh. That's gonna be in a later video of my favorite things from this year, because one of them is an Alex gift, and it is the best. And everyone at work, if you're watching this, you've heard me rave about it way too much. It's excellent. I just have to drop into the office and collect it so I can show you guys. It's the best. Okay, I think it's probably a good spot to leave this video. Thank you, husband, for being on it.
You're welcome.
We will see you in the next couple of videos. I'm going to try and feature Alex a little bit more because after the holidays are done, somebody's going to take over for a couple of videos, which is really exciting.
Brace yourself, internet.
Alright guys, as always, thank you so much for hanging out. I hope that this gives you a little bit of post-Christmas cleanup inspiration and also a little bit of gifting inspiration. I'm gonna go finish the rest of my day chores. That's my handsome husband. That's my adorable dog. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.